We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Ought to be a good one here between the Detroit Tigers and the Kansas City Royals. The Royals look for the series sweep at home against their division rivals. First pitch is next. Nolan Ryan will be the starter for the Royals in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, this is one of the game's all-time best pitchers. Over 300 career wins, and he's been doing his thing for a long time. It'll be interesting to see if he can continue that solid work in this one today, Matt.
So that brings up the Hall of Famer Alan Trammell, and there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Here's a little chopper up the middle, fielded cleanly, and there's one down now.
Batting second, the designated hitter, Harold Castro.
Coming to the plate now, Harold Castro, and there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. Now the 1-1 pitch. Not a bad night to bring the parka along. 54 degrees at game time. The 1-2 pitch. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. Now time to list the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Jerry Hillsdale.
Dero, Jerry Hillsdale might be one of the more solid everyday umpires in the league right now.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best in the business, Dan. High praise all around. You go into both meetings with the managers, and what do? They rave about Jerry Hillsdale.
Dawson calls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out.
Batting third.
Now at the plate, Al Kaline. So we check out how he did in August versus how he's finishing off the season down the stretch here in September. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Dan, Dero, we take a look at the Royals as they enter play here tonight. Fortune has been smiling on them recently. They're unbeaten in their last 7 games.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know one thing you don't want to do here, Dero, you've been on some good teams, not to lose focus at this point of the year, to keep the big picture in sight, because there is a postseason lurking, and it's so easy to get ahead of yourselves and not take the rest of the schedule serious.
I think the nice thing for this team is that they won the division. They will, for whatever happens, get a 5-game series. It's not that 1-game wild card, win or go home. This team can prepare themselves to battle and try and win 3 out of 5.
And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. Tigers nothing. Royals coming to bat. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Spencer Turnbull is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Detroit. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Standing in, Ryan Braun. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. The 1-1. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will land untouched. The 1-2. Fly ball out toward left center field. Maven on the run. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Batting second, the shortstop, Robin Yount.
Digging in now, Robin Yount. He comes into this one just 2 for 12 in the series to this point. A bouncer up the middle. And that'll find its way into center field for a one-out hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder
Batting
in,
third,
kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped a base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
To the plate now, Andre Dawson. Runner goes for second in the dirt, and now let's see. Pitch is in the dirt and knocked down, and he'll make it into second easily with a stolen base.
Well, he's certainly doing his best to get his team out to an early lead. Picks up the single and then decides that's not good enough, so he swipes second to get into scoring position. Now we'll see if the guys can pick him up.
The 1-2 is put in play to the right side of the infield. Scooped up, and there's out number 2.
Batting fourth,
Into the box now, Mickey Mantle. Watch is fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories.
Winning the Triple Crown is really magical. Think about it. How many guys can hit for power, hit for average, and drive in runs? This guy's had a phenomenal season, and we're keeping our fingers crossed that he can win it.
And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. Yount at third with 2 away. Three and 1. So guys, these Tigers, as they begin play here tonight, they continue to fall on hard times, losing again last time out, and that makes 7 losses in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, they want to be playing their best ball. They have to find a way to win this ball game, especially on a Thursday night. You don't want to be headed into the weekend getting swept.
Yeah, one of the things you want to do, D-Row, take care of business here on this Thursday and not look forward to that weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday series coming up. Take care of business here in Thursday's game.
Out of the stretch, the 3-2 home. This one is crushed. Back, and gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, so he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate as the Royals move out in front now 2-0.
What a way to start this one off. The scoreless top of the frame, and you answer with a bomb in the bottom of the first.
Into the box now, Gary Sheffield. He's currently 9th in the American League batting race entering play.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
Well, too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. This year against right-handed pitching, Sheffield is hitting over .330. Nothing to scoff at, clearly.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business, and maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
The 3-1. Now a ball hit foul off to the right and up into the crowd. Hit in the air to right field. K-line is there. And that retires the side. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. Back with more on a Thursday night following this. Second inning set to go, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder Ty Cobb.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Well, it's been a lopsided series so far, with the Royals dominating to this point and taking aim at a series sweep in this contest.
This team going for the sweep is looking for some home cooking. It's always nice to win a series, but particularly nice when you can sweep a series at home.
And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
The second baseman, Jonathan Schoop.
Here's Jonathan Schoop now. Only 1 hit in 11 at-bats for the series so far. Nobody out, runner on first. All even now, 2-2. And one thing that would certainly help their cause in going for the sweep is if they can break out the big bats like they did yesterday. Several home runs in that ball game.
Certainly would, and you hope yesterday they didn't empty out the bucket of runs. They'd like to use some of those runs today and hopefully secure another victory.
And boy, that misses as well. It's back-to-back walks to start out the inning.
Well, this guy's been prone to giving up walks in bunches, and that's already 2 walks here in the early going. We'll see if this continues to be an issue for him as this start continues.
And that'll bring up the veteran Miguel Cabrera. He's coming off a 3-hit performance in the loss last night. The set and the 1-1 pitch.
Nope.
The Royals, of course, held this opposing lineup to only 1 run yesterday, so something like that today would give them a great chance at earning the sweep.
This one isn't in the books yet, but when you're going for the sweep and you have a nice lead like they do early on here, things are looking awfully good for the sweep department.
All even at 2-2. And here's a swing and a miss from Cabrera as he's set down on strikes, and there's 1 away.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he can put up similar numbers in this one.
In now, Cameron Maybin. 1-2 now.
2 strikes.
A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out.
That has to make you feel really good as a pitcher, right? You're making pitches all around the zone, and then you bring that one inside. You can't do anything with it. What does it do? It just locks you up inside. You have no chance to put the ball in play.
So now to the plate, Austin Romine.
2 balls, 1 strike.
2 balls and a strike.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1.
I got 3-1.
And that misses off the plate and low, so it's 3-1 now.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
So stepping in, Nico Goodrum, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And this misses, so it'll set up a big pitch coming up. It's full 3-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Swing, and he pops him up. In there, a base hit. One run is scored. And the second run is in to score as they bounce back to tie it at 2.
You know, D-Row, even though we're early in this one, being down by 2, that's a huge base hit to tie things up.
Yeah, this offense won't quit, Dan. They're going to give their pitcher every chance. They were able to fight back and get it back to even. We got a new ball game on our hands.
Into the box, Alan Trammell. And it's 2-1 to the Tigers' leadoff hitter.
This inning hasn't gone the way he wanted it to, but it's not a total disaster yet. Sometimes pitching is about damage control, so if he can strand these guys out there, that would be pretty huge.
Here's the 2-1.
Ball 3.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
3-1. Here it is. Called a strike, and it's full 3-2.
Not the ideal location for a changeup up in the zone, but he got away with it.
And pitch number 33 in the inning will be the lucky one, as this is swung on and missed to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on just 1 base hit, no errors, and a couple of men left. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 2-2. Stepping into the box, Tony Perez. He begins play in this one with his batting average over the .310 plateau. Here now the 2-2. Will not catch the zone. Ball 3. Now the payoff pitch home. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
And don't forget, he lost his last time out, so he wants to get off on the right foot here. The last thing he wanted was to walk the leadoff man.
Stepping up to the plate, Eddie Matthews. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. The 1-2.
Ball, that's in.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Cobb is there, and he has it for the first out.
Batting 8, the catcher, Gary Carter.
Ready now, Gary Carter. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
He's looking a lot sharper and has settled in here in the second inning.
Batting
It'd be
ninth,
hard not to, because
the
that
second
first inning
baseman,
was pretty much a mess.
Ryan
But I give him credit for letting it go
Denver.
and making some really good adjustments.
Into the box now, Ryan Sandberg.
You got a full count.
Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Cobb is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Royals leave 1. Will move ahead to the third, tied 2-2. Next will be the designated hitter, Harold Castro. He flew out in his last at-bat. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
Now to the plate, Al Kaline. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
Two-two is our score. Leadoff man aboard at first here with nobody out. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Left fielder is on the move. He's there and records the first out. One gun here in the Detroit third. And here comes the Georgia Peach, Ty Cobb. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. In the dirt here. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. Runner at first here with one away in a 2-2 ball game. And this one's in the dirt. No advance here, but it's 3-1 now. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Over the bullpen and gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 36 on the year for him. And it gives the Tigers a 4-2 lead.
Well, there's an old saying that the harder you throw, the farther it goes. How about this? Good fastball, and this ball is absolutely tattooed. See you later.
Standing in now, Jonathan Scope. High in the air out to center field. Dawson's there. 2 gone.
Now batting.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that brings in Miguel Cabrera. Now this pitch sails up and in, and that leaves him muttering to himself. It's ball 2. 2 out, nobody on. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Now he drops a changeup on him. Strike 3 called, and a great pitch there to retire the side. The Tigers do get a couple, however, on this 2-run home run. We played 2.5, and Detroit has taken a 4-2 lead. Now at the plate, Ryan Braun. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. A 2-1 count to the leadoff hitter for Kansas City. Trying to shave that outside corner with the fastball, and he missed it. It's 3-1 now.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third. So he's aboard here with the leadoff walk, and this has been a very patient ball club so far this year as we view the league leaderboard for team walks. And you can see right there that these guys rank second in the AL in that category. Digging in, Robin Yount. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Third inning here, already 4-2 our score. One and two, the counts of the Royals shortstop. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
2-2 the count. Here's a look over to first. A dive, but he's back. A runner at first with no outs here. Ground ball left side. That's through for a base hit. He's now 2 for 2 in this one.
That's a grind pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate, and this batter's able to bite and keep his hands inside this baseball and drive it for a knock. Impressive.
At the plate, Andre Dawson. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. And the second run will score as that lead has evaporated. It's now a tie game, 4 apiece.
You simply cannot offer up a pitch like this to a hitter of this guy's magnitude, especially with runners on the bags. He makes a living off frozen ropes to the outfield like this, and that one drives in a pair.
At the plate now, Mickey Mantle. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Now a ball sliced out of play down the left field line. Hit out towards second. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
Now batting, right fielder.
So next to the plate for the Royals, Gary Sheffield. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready with the 1-2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
To the plate now, Tony Perez. Hard hit ball to second. Scope is there. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. 3 innings complete, and we are tied 4-4. Welcome back to Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. We send it down to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Tigers manager Ron Gardenhire during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He cited the 4 walks they've earned already as evidence that his guys are waiting for the right pitch and that they're willing to let the opposition work themselves into trouble. So far, that's paying off.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring in the left fielder, Cameron Maben. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
I got to count 2-2. freaky.
And this is swung on and missed, and this fourth inning will start the same way he ended the third, with a strikeout, and there's one away.
I really liked it. He gave
Now
up
that
nibbling out of the zone,
catcher,
trying to get him to chase.
Austin
That wasn't working, so he
Roma.
just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
In now, Austin Romine. 1-2 to the Tigers catcher.
Woo, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. And it's fouled away. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
And solid contact there as this ball is belted high in the air out to left. And he's going to make the catch. And he paid a big price for it, too, as he crashes headlong into the wall.
Good job.
Digging in the switch hitter, Nico Goodrum, coming off the clutch two-run single his last time up.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike three, and that will retire the side. Down in order go the Tigers through 3.5, all tied 4 apiece. Just about set to go for the last of the fourth, but before we do that, here's Heidi Wackney.
Matt, I talked with the Kansas City manager during the inning break about the Royals' offensive production to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already put 4 runs on the board, and they've done so by running up their opponent's pitch count. So he said he thinks they're going to have a lot more opportunities to score because of that as the game goes on.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Eddie Matthews. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him
The catcher,
when the
number
swing came
8,
through the zone. I have to think
Gary
he was looking for something off
Carter.
speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Into the box now, Gary Carter. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Tight game here early on. 4-4 the score here in inning number 4. And he rolls over this one foul. We'll do it once more. 3-2. Another full count pitch home. Ground ball right side. Cabrera's got it. The throw is wild, and he gets away. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Up next for the Royals,
So definite
The second
problems on
baseman.
that last play, and they'll hit the
Ryan
first baseman for the error.
Sandberg.
So it's a runner at first as a result of the throwing error. And set to go is the second baseman, Ryan Sandberg. Now the 2-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Can't come out of his game plan right here. He knows he's a known sinker baller. I know it was a 4-seamer right there, but get back to that 2-seam. It's what his MO is.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
And the payoff pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Cobb is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in the left fielder Ryan Braun. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Ball, that pitch is out.
4 runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. Ball 3, not close with the sinker that time.
You know, I kind of see why his ERA is so high coming into this one. He's just putting these guys in too many good hitters counts. That'll catch up with you real quick.
Has a look, now the pitch. Line hard to the left side, but foul.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
Digging in and looking for more, Robin Yount. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Into the corner and slicing foul. The set and the 2-2. This is on the ground over to first. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Royals strand a pair. Through 4, we're tied at 4. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And up next, the Hall of Fame shortstop Alan Trammell. And here's a fastball not close as he runs it to 2-1 now. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. He's around first, heading for 2. And the Tigers are in business right away. It's a leadoff double.
When you heard the crack of the bat, you just knew that was going to get down for an extra base hit. Great way to start an inning, that's for sure.
Standing in now, Harold Castro. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
Stepping in now, Al Kaline on the ground to the right side. Perez fields it cleanly, and the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Now batting, the center fielder.
And next it'll be the Tigers cleanup hitter, Ty Cobb. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
The last at bat, Matty B, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Now a swing, and this ball is crushed straight away center field. Onto the lawn and gone. Two-run shot to straightaway center, his 2nd home run of the game, and it's now 6-4.
second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
At the plate now, Jonathan Scope. And this one is over, and he works the count back to 2-2.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. The Tigers do get a couple, however, on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 5th coming up. It's the Tigers 6 and the Royals 4.